Fun ideas for a baby moon on a budget. How can you plan a baby moon on a budget? Whether you're expecting your first baby or already have some kids at home, adding a new member to your family is a big deal. And that means it's cause for celebration. But before you start planning a party, think about how different your life is going to be once the baby arrives. You'll likely be getting less sleep than you are right now. Many new parents feel like they become two ships passing in the night. These things are perfectly normal and they happen to all parents. But you can seize this opportunity you have right now together before your new bundle of joy arrives. That's where a baby moon comes in. These simple ideas for a baby moon on a budget will give you and your partner a chance to enjoy each other's company before your baby gets here. In this post, we'll discuss: what is a baby moon? When do you take a baby moon? Cheap baby moon ideas. Best budget-friendly baby moon destinations. How to save money on a baby moon. How to make a baby moon budget. How do I save money for a baby moon? What is a baby moon? Since baby moons have been gaining popularity lately, you've probably heard your other pregnant friends talking about planning one. But if you've never heard of a baby moon, you probably wonder what the big deal is. So what is a baby moon? A baby moon is similar to a honeymoon because it's a celebratory vacation for you and your partner. It's a pre-baby trip that gives you and your significant other a chance to spend some time alone together before your life gets so busy after your baby arrives that you don't have time for a vacation. And while most couples plan a baby moon before the birth of their first child to give them a chance to enjoy one last getaway as a couple, there's no reason you can't enjoy a vacation before the birth of all your kids. In fact, there are no rules to planning a baby moon at all. You can take a full week, a long weekend, an overnight trip, or go nowhere at all. You can enjoy a trip with your significant other, as a family with the rest of your kids, or completely on your own. You can travel to a new destination or stay in your hometown and spend the night in a hotel. The possibilities are endless when it comes to planning a baby moon for yourself. And that means you can easily plan a budget-friendly trip that doesn't break the bank. With a few money-saving travel tips and some cheap baby moon destination ideas, you'll have all the information you need to plan an amazing baby moon on your own. When's the best time to go on a baby moon vacation? Finding the perfect time to take your baby moon is totally up to you and your partner. There are no rules regarding when to take your baby moon, which means the timing of your trip is totally up to you. However, there are a few things to keep in mind when it comes to traveling while pregnant, though. Make sure you consider these factors as you plan your trip. Travel options can be limited during the third trimester. During the last trimester of your pregnancy, you may not be allowed to fly or go on a cruise due to the risk of an early delivery. That means that if you want to travel to a destination that isn't within driving distance, you'll need to book your trip before you reach your third trimester. Make sure you're comfortable. Another drawback of waiting until the third trimester to travel, even if you don't have to worry about flying, is the possibility of discomfort. As your baby grows, you'll have a more challenging time getting around and feel more tired as the day progresses. That means waiting until your third trimester to travel could make it more difficult to enjoy your trip. Don't forget about morning sickness. In addition to thinking about travel restrictions and your overall comfort, it's also a good idea to consider how you'll feel during your trip. Since the first trimester is often filled with morning sickness and exhaustion, it may be a good idea to postpone traveling until your second trimester. This will give you time to overcome the morning sickness, allowing you to enjoy your trip without worry. Consider the weather, too. For some pregnant moms, extreme cold or hot temperatures can also be very uncomfortable and could impact your ability to fully enjoy your trip. That's why I recommend choosing a destination with a climate that suits your comfort level during pregnancy, or choosing a travel time that coincides with your ideal weather conditions. Using this strategy can also help you save money if you plan to travel during the off-season. Cheap baby moon ideas. There's no reason to break the bank on your trip when there are simple ways to save money on your baby moon. One of the initial steps in planning your baby moon is to determine the type of trip you want to take. Here are some cheap baby moon ideas as you're planning your getaway type. 1. Enjoy a staycation. Going on a full-blown trip may be out of the question when you're on a strict budget. But that doesn't mean you and your husband can't set aside time to spend alone. Set a date to take time off work for a long weekend, then enjoy time together at home. Or visit some of your favorite local spots together to have fun away from your house without the need to go on a trip. 2. Take a quick day trip. Another simple way to celebrate time together as a couple before the baby arrives is a quick day trip. You'll enjoy each other in a location other than your home, but you won't have to pay for a hotel room or flight. Look at the map and find a nice location within driving distance, then take a short road trip. Spend the day having fun together, then drive home in the evening. 3. Book an overnight hotel stay. Getting away from home without having a destination in mind is another simple way to save money on your baby moon. Book a comfortable hotel near your home that features amenities you enjoy, and spend time together in a relaxing location without the need for a big trip. 4. Stay in a bed and breakfast. Instead of looking for a nearby hotel, why not check out local bed and breakfast for your baby moon vacation? You'll enjoy a stay in a comfortable, cozy room and get to eat a nice breakfast in the morning. And since many bed and breakfasts offer relaxing activities for their guests to enjoy, there's no need to spend extra money on entertainment when you book this type of baby moon trip. 5. Stay in an Airbnb. Another great alternative to a hotel stay is booking an Airbnb. You can enjoy time in a lovely home or condo at a location of your choice, allowing you the flexibility to pick a location nearby or far away from your home. And you can relax in a homey location instead of the corporate setting of a hotel. 6. Consider a cabin rental. Get away from it all by booking a cabin in the woods or countryside. A rustic getaway is a great way to connect with your husband and escape daily life's hustle. But just because you're staying in a cabin doesn't mean you need to rough it. Most cabin rentals feature luxury interiors, allowing you to enjoy beautiful views without the need for a tent and sleeping bag. You can relax in your comfortable bed or a bubbly hot tub on your balcony while enjoying your baby moon. 7. Head out on a city escape. With so many free and cheap things to do, a trip to a nearby city is another great option for a baby moon. Book a trip at a location within driving distance to avoid added transportation costs. You can also find discount hotel options online, then do a quick search for cheap events and activities that you can enjoy while you're there. 8. Offer to house sit. Do you know anyone who will be taking a trip in the near future? See if they need a house sitter. House sitting is relatively simple as most people just need someone to water their plants, feed their pets, get the mail, etc. But you get a free place to stay as a trade-off. You can use this time to get away from home with your spouse, get some R&R, visit local attractions, etc., all without breaking the bank. Best budget-friendly baby moon destinations. Finding the perfect location for your baby moon is the biggest decision you'll have to make as you plan your trip. And while there are a variety of great places you can visit to celebrate your baby's arrival, not all locations are a good choice when you're planning a budget vacation. Here are some budget-friendly destinations for your baby moon. 1. New Orleans, Louisiana. It doesn't get much better for a fun-filled baby moon than a trip to New Orleans. And while you may think this city is all about the party, you'd be surprised to know there's so much more to New Orleans than Mardi Gras. Whether you're walking down the historic streets or enjoying a delicious Cajun meal, there are a variety of budget-friendly activities you can enjoy on your trip to New Orleans. 2. Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. If you're searching for a quaint getaway before the baby arrives, Martha's Vineyard is a great option. Stay in a historic B&B or book a waterfront hotel room, then relax and enjoy your time in this pretty coastal town. You'll love the charming New England atmosphere in this welcoming destination. 3. Destin, Florida. The white sand beaches and crystal blue water of Destin might be enough to draw you in, but the relaxing atmosphere and budget-friendly entertainment options have made this beachy destination a top choice for other baby moons. Here you'll find a huge selection of great beachfront rental options, giving you a choice of where to stay. And you won't have to worry about overspending with all the free and cheap activities to choose from at this budget-friendly beach destination. 4. Chicago, Illinois. A city trip is a great choice for a baby moon. And with so many fun activities to enjoy, Chicago should be at the top of your baby moon destination options. From heading out to Navy Pier to enjoying one of the city's many beautiful parks, you can find a variety of cheap activities to enjoy on your trip. And when it comes to food, you won't find more delicious options than in Chicago. 5. Hilton Head, South Carolina. With beautiful natural beaches and amazing golf courses, you'll have tons to do on a visit to Hilton Head. Active couples will love all the outdoor activities available in this beautiful location, including scenic hiking trails and great spots for kayaking. And if you're searching for a relaxing vacation, you can simply enjoy the soft sand and rolling waves of the Atlantic Ocean at this southern beach destination. 6. Savannah, Georgia. History buffs will love taking a trip to historic Savannah, where it feels like you've gone back in time as you walk down the city's streets. This charming southern retreat is ideal for a baby moon, brimming with romance at every corner. Enjoy some southern cuisine and relax in a historic rental or hotel to make the most of your trip before your new baby arrives. 7. San Diego, California. The California weather and amazing views in San Diego are a great choice for a West Coast baby moon. This coastal city has all the charm of a California destination, without the hustle and bustle of busier beach locations like LA. You'll love this baby moon destination's relaxed atmosphere and old world vibe. Tips for finding your own budget-friendly destination. If none of these destinations stand out to you, no worries. Here are my top tips for finding your own budget-friendly destination ideas. Tip number 1. Consider nearby destinations. Sometimes the best spots are closer than you think. Explore nearby towns or cities that you can reach by car, saving on airfare and other travel expenses. Tip number 2. Explore free and low-cost activities. Once you choose a destination, research free or low-cost activities available in the area. Many cities offer free museum days, parks, and community events that can be fun and budget-friendly. Tip number 3. Check out alternative lodging. Instead of traditional hotels, look into staying at hostels, vacation rentals, or even camping. These options can be much cheaper and provide a unique experience. By following these steps, you can find some great budget-friendly baby moon destinations near you that won't break the bank. How to save money on a baby moon. By following these steps, you can find some great budget-friendly baby moon destinations near you that won't break the bank. Luckily, there are a few simple things you can do to save money while traveling, which means you can enjoy a baby moon without worrying about taking away from your nest egg. Try these easy tips for saving money when booking and taking your next trip. 1. Be flexible on your dates. One of the best ways to save money on a trip is to book your flight and hotel stay on off days. Staying over the weekend will cost more than a midweek trip, allowing you to save a little bit of money. Start your trip on a Tuesday or Wednesday to save the most on your vacation. 2. Use rewards points or miles to cover flights or accommodations. One of the best ways to save money on your baby moon is by using rewards points or miles. If you have a travel rewards credit card, now is the perfect time to take advantage of the points or miles you've accumulated. Here are a few tips to make the most of your rewards. 1. Check your balances. Review your credit card or airline loyalty program accounts to see how many points or miles you have available. You might be surprised at how much you've accumulated. 2. Book early. Popular destinations can book up quickly, especially if you're using points or miles. Plan ahead and book your flights and accommodations as early as possible to ensure availability. 3. Be flexible. Flexibility with your travel dates and destinations can help you maximize the value of your points or miles. Sometimes traveling midweek or to less popular locations can save you a significant amount. 4. Look for promotions. Keep an eye out for special promotions or bonuses that can boost your points or miles balance. Some credit cards and loyalty programs offer additional points for certain types of purchases or during specific times of the year. 5. Combine points and cash. If you don't have enough points or miles to cover the entire cost of your trip, many programs allow you to combine points with cash. This can still significantly reduce your out-of-pocket expenses. 6. Utilize partner programs. Many airlines and hotels have partnerships with other companies. Check if you can transfer your points or miles to a partner program where they might be more valuable. 3. Drive if you can. Booking a flight might just be the biggest expense of your trip. What if you could avoid that expense altogether? If you're flexible on your destination, take a look at a map to find locations within driving distance that you could visit to avoid paying for costly airplane tickets. 4. Find free activities. After spending money on transportation and lodging, the last thing you need is to spend more on keeping you and your husband entertained. That's why it's always a good idea to do some research on the location you'll be visiting to find free activities and events you can enjoy while you're there. Check out community calendars to find local events or search for free and fun places you can visit. Even doing a simple activity like exploring the town or city on foot is a great way to see the place without spending a dime. 5. Cook your own food. Booking an Airbnb can have a variety of money-saving benefits in addition to lower rental fees. Most rentals include a kitchen, allowing you to prepare your own meals instead of dining out, which can save you significant costs. Even if you're at a hotel with no kitchenette, you can still head to the grocery store when you reach your destination. You can purchase ready-made food for a fraction of the cost you'd pay to eat at a restaurant. Even just buying breakfast or lunch staples that you can keep in a hotel fridge, such as cereal, meat for sandwiches, fruits, etc., will save you some money so that you can still enjoy eating dinner out during your stay. 6. Go out for lunch. Another simple way to save money on food while still eating out is to enjoy a big lunch each day instead of a big dinner. Many restaurants offer lunch specials, allowing you to save money while still eating out. And you can enjoy your leftovers for dinner without the need to spend more on food. 7. Carry a drink and snacks with you. You never know when hunger will strike while you're pregnant, so it's best to be prepared. Carrying a snack and drink with you while you're out and about will prevent you from having to spend extra money to purchase something to eat and drink unexpectedly. 8. Look for coupons or deals on food, attractions, etc. Another effective way to save money on your Babymoon is by looking for different coupons or deals. You can do this using deal websites like Groupon and Living Social, downloading discount apps like Honey and Rakuten, or signing up for newsletters from local attractions and restaurants. Another option is to check the local tourism websites and follow businesses on social media directly for special offers. And don't discount the deals you'll get during happy hour or day of the week discounts typically offered by restaurants. 9. Create a budget. My favorite way to ensure I don't overspend on anything is to create a budget. Outline a simple spending plan to help you stay on track as you plan your trip. And once you have your budget made, make sure to stick to it while you're on your trip. 10. Share expenses with another couple or family if you're comfortable. If you have friends or family members who are also planning a getaway, you might consider coordinating your trips. You can split the cost of accommodations by renting a larger vacation home or Airbnb together. Additionally, sharing transportation expenses, such as car rentals or fuel costs, can further reduce your expenses. Dining together and preparing meals at your rental can also save money. This approach not only makes your trip more affordable, but also allows you to create shared memories with loved ones. How to make a Babymoon budget. Creating a budget is one of the best ways to keep yourself from overspending. And that means you'll need to make a budget for your Babymoon if you want to stay on track. Creating a trip budget is simple, especially if you're already familiar with budgeting in general. Follow these easy steps to make a budget for your Babymoon. Figure out how much you have to spend. Before you can create a budget, you'll need to start by deciding how much money you have to spend on your trip. Review your monthly budget to identify areas you can cut back and save for your trip. Alternatively, check your savings account to determine how much you can allocate for your vacation. Plan your big expenses. Once you know how much you can spend, you can decide on your destination. Knowing how much the significant expenses, like transportation and accommodations, will cost at different locations can help you decide the best destination for your budget. This step may take a little bit of research, but it will give you a good idea of what you can afford and which locations are out of your budget. Include a daily spending limit. After figuring out how much transportation and lodging will cost, you'll know how much extra money you have to spend on your trip. You can use that figure to decide how much you can spend each day on food, souvenirs, and activities. Don't forget pre-trip purchases. It's also a good idea to consider things you need to purchase before you leave on your trip. These items could include new clothes, toiletries like sunblock, food, and drinks. If you need to buy anything new before you leave on your Babymoon, make sure to add those items to your budget. Outline your expenses. Taking the time to plan out your expenses will make budgeting much easier. After you know how much you'll need to spend on all the major aspects of your trip, you can create a budget outline to help you stay on track. Write down each spending category for your trip, then jot down an estimated total for each category. While you might not need all these categories for your Babymoon budget, you can try including some of these category ideas in your own outline. Transportation. The cost of your flight, car rentals, train tickets, Bus tickets or fuel expenses should be included in this category. Accommodations. Keep track of your lodging expenses here, including incidental charges you may incur during your stay. Food and drinks. All the food you purchase during your trip can be included in this category, including grocery purchases for cooking while on your trip and restaurant purchases. Entertainment. Any money you spend to entertain yourself can be included in this category, including expenses from sightseeing, shopping, and purchasing souvenirs. Keep track while you're traveling. Each time you spend on your trip, subtract the amount from your budget. Doing this will help you track how much money you have left in your budget, keeping you from overspending while you're on your trip. How do I save money for a baby moon? Planning your baby moon in advance will give you plenty of time to save up money for your trip. That's why it's always a good idea to start saving as soon as you can. The more time you have to put money aside for your baby moon, the bigger your spending budget can be for your trip. As you're planning your getaway, consider these easy tips for saving for a baby moon. Create a line in your monthly budget. The best way to set aside money for your baby moon is to create a line item in your regular monthly budget. But before you can start adding an extra expense into your budget, you'll need to find a way to make that expense work with the rest of your regular spending. Go line by line to find places you can cut back, then add that cut to your baby moon budget. The total amount you cut from your monthly expenses can then be allocated to your baby moon savings. Save your spare change. In addition to setting aside money for your trip each month, another simple way to add some extra money to your baby moon budget is to save your spare change. Set out a jar in your kitchen and toss money in whenever you get change from a purchase. While this method may not net you a ton of money for your trip, it will give you extra spending cash for your vacation. Get points and miles. Using a rewards credit card responsibly is another great way to save money for your trip. Making purchases on a credit card that earns you airline miles or other rewards, then paying off the balance at the end of the month, can allow you to save up valuable rewards that you can use on your trip without worrying about paying extra interest on your credit card balance. Cut non-essential expenses. Have you ever thought about how much money you spend grabbing your morning coffee or making impulse purchases in the checkout line at stores? All of these things add up significantly over time. But what if you could use this money toward your baby moon instead? Take a close look at your monthly spending and identify areas where you can reduce or eliminate costs. By prioritizing your spending and focusing on what truly matters, you can free up a significant amount of money to put towards your baby moon fund. Complete money-saving challenges. Money-saving challenges are a fun and structured way to boost your baby moon fund. One popular method is the 52-week challenge, where you save an increasing amount of money each week. For example, start by saving $1 for the first week, $2 for the second week, and so on. By the end of the year, you'll have saved $1,378. Other challenges include the no-spend month, where you only spend on necessities, or the spare change challenge, where you save all your loose change. These challenges not only help you save, but also build good financial habits along the way. Eat out less. Dining out can quickly drain your budget if you do it too much. By choosing to eat out less and prepare more meals at home, you can save a substantial amount of money for your baby moon. Plan your meals ahead of time, make a grocery list, and cook in batches to make home cooking more convenient. Then, redirect the money you would have spent on restaurant meals into your baby moon savings account. Earn extra money. On top of saving money for your baby moon, you could also think of simple ways you can earn a little bit of extra money to put toward your trip. Decluttering your house and selling the things you don't want is a great way to earn some extra cash for your baby moon. For example, visit shopmommoneymap.com for more information.